then there were two. It's Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars against Rugby Against Cancer in the final of the Edinburgh City Sevens, and it's going to be Rugby Against Cancer to get us underway. A high testing kick from the captain Cyril, but it's not went 10. He'll come back for a free kick on the halfway line for Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars. Reece Cullen gets the ball back into play and passes it in towards the space where Jamie Shedden powers forward and carries a couple of players with him on the way, but penalised on the ground for holding on. Rugby Against Cancer quickly on the scene to isolate the dangerous air winger. They then launch a counter-attack, scampering over the halfway line now. Certainly looking energetic and up for this fight, which should be a tight battle between these two sides. Cullen over the ball, not able to get his hands on it. He's dispatched, and then there's a space in the fragmented defence there from Edinburgh City Sevens. And Luke Pollock takes advantage, displaying his pace and awareness as well, ghosting along the line. A quick little look, a shimmy of the feet, and he's able to get round the outside of Richard Mill, who just cannot get to him quick enough to bring him down. And Archie Barber has not got the pace on Pollock as Rugby Against Cancer take the lead. Conversion attempt from Rugby Against Cancer is successful as well, and it's a 7-point start for them. Ball gathered by Bardelli, tips it to Orr, and then Adam Hall is waiting there in support, and he brings forward. Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars recycling the ball as Barber brings Shedden again into play, and it's bundles over the first defender, and then it takes 3 to haul him down. Such a difficult character to get under wraps as Bardelli hacks forward. He spots some space in behind, and that is excellent footwork. The ball sitting up kindly. Can he ground it? Yes, he can. And Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars strike back through the air speedster Luca Bardelli. Delicate footwork. Just able to delicately chip that ball forward, and it bounces kindly for him. And he can ground the ball. And Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars now within striking distance as Mill gets play back underway. The loose ball is hacked forward from Rugby Against Cancer, well gathered there by Jay Hare, but it has fallen kindly into the hands of the most recent try scorer, Bardelli. Shedden on the shoulder. Shedden then starts getting the wheels moving, and he's going to go coast to coast here. A little glance over the shoulder. I think the chase has been given up, and Shedden can coast his way towards the try line. No need to barge over defenders this time. It was open prairie for the rangy air back, and you can see there just a little glance over the shoulder to make sure that he was going to stride in unopposed. And the conversion attempt successful from Richard Mill as well. Means that Edinburgh City All-Stars lead 12 points to 7. A deep kick-off. Robbie Orr almost gathered. He has gathered the ball. He's looked it back inside to Adam Hall, but the referee, John Smith, is going to bring that back for a scrum. Unfortunate there for Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars. Opportunity opened up for them as the scrum has been taken by Rugby Against Cancer. Finlay Broomfield has been brought down by Richard Mill. Ball recycled now into the wider channels. Some footwork to try and dislodge this defence, but again stands firm. The bodies bundle in, but it's been hauled back by Tom Land. He goes quickly, takes it back into the faces of the Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars, looking to try and take the lead again. But John Smith has spotted something there, much to the frustration of the Rugby Against Cancer side. Luke Pollock, the try scorer for Rugby Against Cancer in the opening stages of our final here. Takes it forward, recycled. John Searle then gets the ball a little bit wider into the hands of Finlay Broomfield. Bliss now. Brought to ground. Loose ball. Regathered. Rugby Against Cancer playing deep within their own 22, but confident in doing so. Looking to exploit some space out wide. And that's a committed challenge there from Rhys Cullen. He stooped very, very low. Stopped that passage of play. And John Smith is going to bring the first half to a close, and it is Edinburgh City All-Stars who lead 12 points to 7 against Rugby Against Cancer. Richard Mill gets the second half underway. Another testing kick, but it's been knocked on straight away from Rugby Against Cancer, so that we're going to start the second half with a scrum to the All-Stars. Cullen retreats back, gathers his own ball, feigns to kick, but is dealt with well there by the captain, John Searle. And it's scrappy there from the All-Stars, and the penalty is going to be given to Rugby Against Cancer, and they're wasting little time to try and get themselves back into the lead here in this final. James McCarthy driven back, but does well to present the ball to his teammates to do something with, and then they've just deployed the speedster. Tom Kendrick has got the wheels turning, the try line's beckoning, but the ball just dribbles forward. And it was certainly a contentious effort to try and get back and deal with that ball. Herdman was shadowing him all the way, but just a little knock on from Tom Kendrick with the try line beckoning, and Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars hold on to their lead. Scrum in the shadow of the uprights is decimated by this Rugby Against Cancer forward pack. Pressing against the post protector, a dive towards the line, just falls short. The All-Stars swarm around the ball carrier. Really tight to this breakdown. It means that there's probably space elsewhere, and it's space that has been picked off there. And it is a try for Tom Kendrick, almost over the try line mere seconds before, but eventually does get his try. And it's successfully converted. The Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars defence stretched there. And it's a good start to the second half. And it's a keenly contested final here at the Edinburgh City Sevens. Rugby Against Cancer gets back underway. It's short. It's been picked off by Bardelli, who takes it full stride. He's then waiting for the support. Adam Hall gets there, but it's crumpled and inverted at that breakdown, much to the delight of Rugby Against Cancer, who get the ball. They waste little time launching a counter-attack. They brush off the defender, and then striding towards the line, Max Bliss is going to go in at the corner. Bardelli ran out of room to try and stop that score, but a great offload in the build-up to that passage of play, and Adam Hall just brushed off by Bliss. And he gets the fifth try in this final, and it's a try that means that the pendulum swings back to the way of Rugby Against Cancer. Conversion attempt just drawn to the left-hand side of that upright. 19 points to 12, Rugby Against Cancer lead. Orr gathers the ball from the sky, and he slices through the defence. He's looking on the inside shoulder. Herdman is there in support. Is he going to need him? He's angling for the corner, and he's able to get over as well. And it is an awkward conversion attempt here for Richard Mill. Out wide, and the flags are high. It means it's a tied game here in the final, 19 points all. It is an excellent conversion attempt there from Richard Mill, the effervescent Richard Mill, to convert the score from Robbie Orr. And it's all the Ayr players getting on the score sheet in this final for the All-Stars. Mill. Ball back in action. Herdman contests. It doesn't come back on the way of All-Stars. It's Rugby Against Cancer who hack it downfield. Shedden's going to have to work hard to get back to deal with the danger, but does well. He's got a couple of players waiting for him, hoping to lure him into some danger. The ball just bobbling out of that breakdown. Penalty goes the way of the All-Stars in the closing stages of this game. Reece Cullen went to go quickly. Referee John Smith brings it back. The ball into the wider channels now. Shedden straightens up the line, barges over 3 players yet again to bring the towering player down. Herdman, Mill, Cullen. Cullen back inside. Presents the ball back, and it's just squirmed out of that breakdown, and Rugby Against Cancer have got the ball in hand now. It's McCarthy. McCarthy is going to find Cyril back inside. And eventually the ball is grounded. The referee had a close eye on that. It was McCarthy who made the initial break. And it was John Cyril who had the try line beckoning. And it was tried to be clawed back there by Jamie Shedden. Great presentation. Rugby Against Cancer playing to the whistle. Shedden having to roll away. And then eventually, I think that perhaps was Finlay Broomfield who got the final score in this final. Opportunistic, but it is Rugby Against Cancer who get the winning score at the death. And they are this year's victors in the Edinburgh City Sevens. 24 points to 19. They beat the Edinburgh City Sevens All-Stars.